Hey guys, so my mom was going through a bunch of stuff and found this project that apparently I did. I think I did like senior year of high school, and it is so hilarious that I have to share it with you, because this is just, I don't even know what to say. I can't believe I actually wrote this, and I don't know where my creativity has gone, but I don't think I could do anything near this now. I'm outside, and tonight is going to run around and be ridiculous. But anyway, so I'm going to read this to you, and I might die laughing. And there's illustrations that go with it as well. Computer-generated illustrations, but illustrations nonetheless. So, it's called The Purple Monkey, a heroic epic tale as told by Stacy Scholes. And yeah, that is Ross from Friends, with a purple monkey. So I do not remember making this at all. And there's illustration, like I said, there's like computer generated like illustrations in here, and I had to have made them. And I was reading this to Mom and like dying. So anyway, so here we go. It's story time with Stacy. Ready? I don't think you guys are ready for this actually, but that's okay. Once upon a time in New Jersey, there was a scientist by the name of Russ Giller. Russ was a handsome man with black wavy hair, though he did tend to overdo the gel. Russ had been divorced 3 times and had 2 kids. Russ was a very good scientist and loved what he did. He would bore his friends for hours with stories about what he encountered each day at work. Now, if you watch Friends, you will understand how much trivia, like, I know after reading this book. So, here's my little illustration I did. And it says, well, you can read it. I don't need to read that to you. Like, seriously, I did this? What? Okay. Oh, and I still have, like, the grade thing on it, so I'll read that at the end. Russ had a group of friends with whom he would hang out with at the local smoothie shop, the Moist Maker. Each friend was unique. There was Phyllis, the blonde sort of ditzy animal psychic. Jim, who would hurt you if you got in the way of his hamburger. Raquel, Russ's on-again, off-again love, who worked at Gucci. Chester, the sarcastic jokester, and Russ's sister, Marcia, who was a chef and was married to Chester. One day, Russ was in the middle of one of his work stories when his cell phone rang. "This is Russ," he answered. Suddenly, his eyes grew wide, and he ran out of the smoothie shop. And I have the picture. Woo! Apparently, that's them in the smoothie shop. "Russ, the purple monkey has disappeared. We need you to find it and destroy it. If it falls into the wrong hands, the world may explode," the voice on the other end of the phone said. "I'm on my way," Russ answered, and ended the call. Russ knew that he would have to endure a lot of challenges on the way, but he was ready to go and save the world. Russ knew that he could not tell his friends because no one but him could know about this. He walked quickly to his condo, gathered things that he would need to go get the diamond, and made his way to the private jet his boss had sent to get him. And this is how I know that I made these pictures, because this is actually David with the executive producer, or one of the producers on the show. And I made this wonderful little caption. What? I don't even... Ridiculous. Ready? Okay. Russ landed in an area filled with nothing but flat layers of dirt. He looked around for any signs of living animals or people. He heard and saw nothing. Then out of nowhere came millions and millions of monkeys. They started to attack Russ. Russ was not a guy who liked confrontation, so he did what any man would do. He screamed like a little girl and ran for his life. He finally found a place to hide, and the monkeys eventually figured out that he was not going to come out and fight, so they gave up and took off the other way. All of them except one. And there's another lovely illustration that I did. This is a very long story, by the way. When Russ knew that the monkeys had left, he got up and started walking again. He didn't know that one monkey had stayed and was following him. Russ found an area that was lined with rocks. He found an opening on one of the rock walls. He found an opening on one of the rock walls and went inside. The purple monkey followed him. Russ heard a noise behind him and looked up. What he thought was a cave was actually the monkey's home, and behind him was the biggest monkey he had ever seen in his life. The monkey thumped his chest and snarled at Russ. Russ knew that he could not back down this time, so he climbed up onto a rock ledge in the cave and waited for the monkey to make his first move. And this picture, I'm pretty sure wasn't all my friends, trivia fanatics, wasn't David in Band of Brothers or something? So I think that's where I got this picture from. And then King Kong, and then the lovely caption that says Monkey versus Man. I don't know. I have no idea where like I pulled this story out of, because it clearly has Stacy written all over it, but I don't know. The giant monkey let out a terrible screeching sound that rang throughout the cave. All around Russ came screeches from the other monkeys who awaited the battle between man versus monkey. All of a sudden, something caught Russ's eye. The purple monkey! It had been hung over the entrance of the cave. Russ knew what he needed to do. Grab the purple money and... Grab the purple monkey and get out of the cave without being killed by the giant beast. Russ had never been so nervous in his life. He knew he had to do this for his country. And I have a wonderful picture of David. Or Ross. I keep saying David because that's his actual name. Russ ran and jumped over the giant monkey. He grabbed the purple monkey and ran out of the cave. He tripped and fell. Then he heard footsteps and looked up to see his boss standing over him with an evil grin on his face. "Thank you, Mr. Giller. You have made my quest for world domination insanely easy." Russ tried to stand up, but realized that his leg was trapped under rocks. So he did the only thing he could think of. He screeched like the big giant monkey had. All of a sudden, a loud rumble was heard, and the giant monkey appeared. Russ was instantly glad that he hadn't killed the giant monkey. The giant monkey knocked Russ's boss to the ground, picked him up, and ran off. And I'm pretty sure that that's the dude from Sonic? I don't know, but apparently that's supposed to be Ross or Russ's boss. Russ, feeling nauseous, decided that it would be a good time to go home and return to the safeness of his home. However, as we all know in hero myths, I can't enunciate ever. However, as we all know in hero myths, the hero has to die, so he collapsed. The giant monkey returned and hovered over him, pounded his chest, this time not in dominance, but in pain for Russ. Russ Giller was, and still is, a very respected hero today. His friends all became famous, and a TV show was made in his honor. Russ will always be remembered as the scientist that saved the world. And here's a wonderful picture that I made of a monkey holding Ross. What? I don't even know right now. Oh no. Author's notes. This book is entirely fictional. None of these people, places, or animals actually exist that I know of. If they did, that would be frightening, especially the purple monkeys. About the author. Stacy Scholes was born in Santa Barbara, California. Her hobbies include riding her horse, making people laugh, and watching Friends. Her favorite teacher is her English teacher, who inspired her to write this epic story. And then there's my picture. And I can tell you I was a senior in high school when I took that picture, because I still have that shirt, and I remember when I got it. And then my teacher wrote, Stacy, so cute. I loved your myth. It was so creative. I liked how you renamed all the Friends characters, and your author's note was very creative. I got a 98 out of 100. So that was my wonderful story that I wrote. I hope you enjoyed it as much as I enjoyed finding this and laughing my butt off at how ridiculous I was. I had to incorporate Friends into school somehow, and I'm pretty sure this helped me pass English. So to Friends and whoever created Friends, well, I know the producers, but yeah, thank you for inspiring me to write such a random story. I hope you guys liked it. That is all.